So first, let's talk about flexion and extension. These terms apply to the joints only, not muscles, because muscles can only be lengthened and contracted. So flexion is decreasing the angle of the joint. As you can see, our stick figure Bob here is sitting in a chair, and he is bending his joint. So that's flexion. Extension is increasing the angle of the joint, like he's doing right here, where he straightens out his leg. Next, we have abduction and adduction. So to show us abduction and adduction, Bob is doing jumping jacks. So you can think of adduction in terms of subtracting. He is taking his arms away from his body right here. And adduction is when Bob swings his arms down towards his body, so adding his arms back to his body. Okay, so next we have protraction and retraction. So protraction, and he's doing push-ups in this diagram. So when Bob is in the initial push-up position, he is pushing his arms and shoulder blades forward towards the floor. So that's right there. And then the next one is retraction, and it's retraction because his shoulder blades are pushing back and pushing his scapula together. Circumduction is the movement of a muscle in a circular motion. So here Bob is playing baseball, and he's doing a windmill type of motion to pitch the ball. That's circumduction. And next we have rotation. So rotation is the movement in which bones spin on a longitudinal axis. So Bob is rotating his neck by moving it to the right and to the left evenly without tilting his head and keeping his shoulders still. And after that we have supination and pronation. So supination movement is the movement of the forearm that turns the palm upward. So right here he is holding a water bottle, so his palm is facing upward. And here, pronation, I think of it as like since your hands are downward, like petting a dog. So his palms are face down. And here we have dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So dorsiflexion are where his toes are pointing upward and they're elevated. And here it's almost like he's doing ballet where his toes are pointing downward. So it's a little dramatic drawing of his foot pointing downwards.